Yo, yo, yo. Peace and love. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, man. Another day, another dollar, another journey, more challenges. Checking my phone, man. Some family stuff going on. Cause a little bit of anxiety, a little stress. Um, um, but yeah, peace and love, man. What's going on? Happy Saturday night, day 22. Day 22 of 50. Um, Today was a beautiful day, long day, exhausting day. My legs hurt. Good walking early in the day. Didn't get a chance to stretch or nothing yet. But I'm definitely gonna do that after the stream. Get my stretching, finish my steps, get my workout in, right? Get my sets in. Um, yeah, tough day, beautiful day. Like I said, early out in Brooklyn with Kimona this morning. Um, Great walk to see a sister. Went to go pick up some waters. Went to Nicholas BK. Shout out to brother Scott Bernhardt. Was doing fitness class there. Had the women and a couple of guys in there, man, just getting fit, dancing and working out. Great energy, great energy. Shout out to Nicholas for always providing community space like that, man, when people get together and do things that are beneficial for the mind, for the body, for the spirit, for the heart, for the soul, right? Super dope, super necessary. And then stop by Restoration Plaza to support brother Omar Hardy, the Stop Deep Theft movement. They were talking about, they had a whole resource fair, housing, and home renters and buyers resource fair. So hung out there for a minute, man. Then a couple buses came to Trader Joe's, right? Here in Queens, came back to Queens. And I've been home, man, napping, resting, right? Day 22 days is no easy feat while still doing all of the things, right? Still working out, still streaming. The stream shit, talking takes energy. Coming up with things to talk about takes energy. Missing my children, calling my son, getting no answer. Takes energy, right? But we're here, man. We're here day 22. Today we are going to talk about the future of leadership. That is what we are talking about tonight, the future of leadership. Extremely important topic, right? We're gonna get to that. I did not weigh myself today, all right? I did not weigh myself yet today. Probably won't weigh myself, man. I'm like, weigh myself tomorrow. But I should have dropped some more pounds, probably 191. All right. Dropping about, close to a pound a day at this point. With 28 more days left, I definitely plan or envision going down to 165 maybe. All right, 165. 160 should be the lightest. And then I'll build back up, man. Build muscle back up to 175, 180. Let's get to May and May 6th, drink some juice. All right. Probably 2 days of juice. And then we'll start introducing some fruit. All right, watermelon, cantaloupe, definitely some melons first. Watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew. Do some fruits for a couple of days, man, and fruits for a lot of days, right? Fruits, right? Watermelon for like 2 or 3 days, 2 days maybe. Watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew melon. Then start introducing some of my other favorites, man. Get back to my mangoes and get to my berries, my blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, strawberries. Right, then get to my bananas and my papayas and my avocados and all of that shit, man. Definitely gonna take it slow. I definitely don't want to. I got goals. I just need the strength, more energy to be able to continue to increase my workout, so I can build the body I've always dreamed of. Right. But energy kind of low right now, man. Got some family news. Got me a little just watching the phone, man, for some messages. But we're gonna talk about this shit, right? But first, before we get into the future of leadership, let us do just a little grounding. Well, I think we need to all ground. At this point, there's a lot going on in the world, a lot going on in our country, a lot going on in our lives. So if you will, if you're laying down, just find a comfortable position. If you're sitting, also find a comfortable position. Allow your feet to rest firmly on the floor beneath you. Or simply allow your legs to extend, just so you are comfortable. Just be in your space. I personally like to rock back and forth, like swing my neck and my body from left to right. Helps me. But right now, I need some humming. We did it, I think, last night, the night before. We did some humming. We're going to do some humming again tonight. All right, so remember to, as you open, and as you close your mouth, you want to put the tip of your tongue at that bridge at the top of your mouth between your two front teeth, right? And so it goes, We're going to hold the hum for about 10 seconds, all right? I'm going to do 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Just for goodness sakes, we'll do one last one. Thank you. I feel extremely relaxed, extremely at peace, knowing that all is divine, remembering that all is divine. Let me just check in over here. Yeah, man, family stuff, man. Our young people, stuff happens. Just checking in. But again, day 22 of 50. One thing I've learned about life, about any journey, is that every day is going to be different, right? Every day is going to be different, and every day has the potential to have multiple layers to it. You can experience a range of emotions in one day: joy, happiness, sadness, anger, frustration, disappointment, betrayal, love, peace. You can experience it all in a day. You can experience it all in an hour, all right, depending on what's going on. So yeah, I'm in a beautiful start to the day. A lot of love, a lot of peace, a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, a lot of excitement. And it pretty much stayed that way. And now there's some anticipation, there's some a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of frustration, right? A little bit of sadness right now in the day. And so, yeah, feeling all the things of this Saturday, this Saturn day, 4/4, April 4th. There is a portal open. And I'm doing my best to take advantage, right? Finally able to wear my birthday bracelet that Kimona had got me for my birthday. Right, I had to get a link taken out. It was way too big before. Now it fits perfectly. So got another more copper, more bracelet, more jewels. Right. I love how jeweled out I'm becoming. Right. It reminds me of my dad. He didn't wear a lot of jewelry, but he definitely had a copper bracelet. Yeah, just feeling real strong and powerful. But tonight, day 22 of 50, we're talking about the future of leadership. The future of leadership. I don't know if you guys, I don't know how everybody who listens to this, who watch this, will feel, but we need a different perspective of leadership, right? So we're gonna get into that tonight. NEPPC, peace and love, family. Thanks for tuning in. I really, really, really appreciate you. And needed your presence. Needed to see your presence here tonight, man. Feeling some crazy low vibes at the moment, right? But we're gonna keep the energy up. We're gonna let it be what it be. We're gonna get it done. So tonight's theme, once again, is the future of leadership, from power over people to power with people. And so most people, when they hear the word leader, what comes to mind is authority, it's power, it's control. Because for a long time, that's how leadership has looked. It's been about power, who has the authority, who's in control. People have been called leaders who, just because of age or just because of a title, oh, that's a leader, that's our leader. It's like, what? Right? Like, oh, because they're in charge, right? They are above others because of their job title, all right? And they are supposedly the ones with all the answers. But we know that's not true, right? And that doesn't have to be our future. Our future does not have to look like that. And it won't look like that. And it's not looking like that now, right? So that's what we're talking about tonight. What leadership should actually look like moving forward, right? We're in 2026. It's already almost the middle of 2026. It's going to be June in a second, right? It's already April, May going to come. June is going to be the middle halfway point. Before you know it, right? Summer going to go, fall going to go. It's going to be December. We're looking at 2027. So the problem with old leadership models, right? Traditional leadership has been built on hierarchy, control, and dominance. One person at the top and everyone else follows. And we've seen where that leads. Even when we talk about our black leaders, right? One person at the top, assassinate, things change, right? Locked up, prison, trumped up charges, become political prisoners, things change, right? So we see where that has led us. And then on the flip side, like, or not just on my black leaders, but generally, one person at the top, everyone else follows, that's got us in a fucking bind. People have been misled completely in so many different directions, in so many different areas, right? So what we're talking about is that has been leadership without connection, right? Which has created disconnection. Leadership without connection creates disconnection. And so we're talking about a shift that is happening right now, real time, and that's going to continue to happen going into the future. The future of leadership is not about power over people. That's not what it's about. It's about power with people. It's about alignment. It's about connection. It's about collaboration. It's about being conscious, right? Leadership is not about being above. It is about being aligned with the needs of the people, being aligned with the needs of you and your people and your community. What do we need, right? What can we do together? How can we get our needs met, right? And this has been my whole approach, man. Like, literally since changing my life, recognizing when young, 23 when I first changed my life, right? 24, 2008, into 2008, 24 when I first changed my life, still relatively young, still young now, 42, right? But I was younger than 24 years old, relatively young. Was like, nah, we need to do some shit together, right? The only way we're going to make the world a better place is through our unity, through our collaboration, through our connection. And no, not every fucking body, but the people who are already aligned doing the same work. We need to connect, right? It's not about you being a leader, because you may be older, you may have the title, right? You may have the experience, but I may have some new ideas. I may have some new energy that contributes. And so, like, who's the fucking leader? If you're what you've been doing, you're 50 years old, right? And 55 years old, whatever age, and what you've been doing for 30 years has reached a certain point, but like you're stuck, right? And you have not created the changes that you want to create. I'm 30 years old, 20 something years old. And yes, I respect the fact that you've been doing it longer, but I got new ideas that's drawing in, that's bringing in new energy, that's creating a different outcomes, more desired outcomes. Who's the leader? Both of us, right? Both of us. And so what future leaders look like Future leaders don't just lead others, they lead themselves first, right? You hear people talk about, you see it all the time. Me and Kimona laugh about it, and it's sad, really, because we talk about people who are fitness instructors or people who lead health movements. And a lot of times they're not healthy. So they got the knowledge, but they're not living it. They're not embodiments. You talk about people leading the peace movement, but they're fighting, they're beefing. People leading schools, education, and it's mad shit they don't know. Like, come on, right? They lead themselves first. And so you got to be the future. A future leader looks like someone who is self-aware, someone who is emotionally intelligent, someone who is disciplined, and someone who is fucking grounded. They don't simply tell people what to do. You should do this. You should do this. They model it. Leadership is not what the fuck you say, it's how you show up. And I'm going to tell you, in my work, that's all I've been doing. There's nothing that I've told someone or asked someone to do that I didn't do first. Say, yo, you should work hard even when it's raining. When it's fucking a rainstorm, I'm in Queensbridge unloading boxes, delivering fucking food, groceries to my neighborhood in the rain, in the storm. Just a couple of months ago, fucking Connected Chef, we had the fucking storm, the wind, the heavy rain broke the fucking both of our tents. I was out there, almost got hit by a tent because I'm under the tent, making sure people got food, even though it was a fucking rainstorm. Making sure people got food in my community. Show up. Model it. Don't, yo, you should be outside even in this weather because people need, no, I'm going to show you what to do, how to do it, right? I'm a model peace. I'm a model when someone, not just say, yo, we should have world peace, and you need to learn how to let things go. I'm going to be the first one to let things go. Somebody in my face threatening me, calling me all types of ain't shit fathers and piece of shit this, right? And no, not a woman, a guy. And what do? I take it. And because, like, what do I want? What do I want? What kind of world do I want to live in? I don't want to live in a world where somebody say some shit and you just fighting because they said some shit. And, oh, the principal don't be talking. I don't talk however you want to talk, man. Like, talk however you want to talk. Say whatever you want about whoever you want. I don't give a fuck. Talk about my daughter, talk about my son, talk about my mama, talk about my deceased dad. When I was young, I fought over these things. Now, I don't give a fuck, man. Like, right? So modeling peace. That's me. Modeling peace. That's the world that I want to live in. So not just telling people to get over things, to not let things bother them, to not let things, no. Model that shit, right? Again, leadership is not about what you say, it's how you show up. And leadership is really about service, right? Like, real leadership is service. I'll never forget, brother Frank Shaw Francois, may he rest in peace, a dearly beloved brother who last few years of his life we have fallen out because just some of the things that he had did or said to people who I loved and cared about, right? Some of his interactions with them, I wasn't feeling it. So we had a couple of conversations and I decided to let that relationship be where it was, right? But dear brother of mine, we've been in many battles together, right? And he said real kings don't rule, they serve. Real kings or queens, royalty, real royalty doesn't rule, it serves. It is about service, right? Servant leadership. I'll never forget, did an article a few years ago, a bunch of years ago, 10 years ago, maybe more than 10 years ago, 12 years ago, with this guy, Jack King, a Native American guy from, he was a doctor, it was funny, Dr. Jack King from West Virginia, some mountain range out there. We did he had this servant leadership thing that he was pushing. You know, he interviewed me, we did an article, beautiful article on servant leadership. I understood leadership is about service. It's about supporting others. It's about creating opportunities for others. It's about building systems that help people grow. And that's what I've done. I've built some, mini systems that have helped people grow. I've created some mini opportunities for people, whether it's to generate income, whether it's to I created opportunities for people to get on the news with me when I was doing news, a lot of news shit. Created opportunities for people to get awards, right? When people didn't even know who they fuck they were, right? People didn't even know who some people was, but because they was with me and I seen the work that they was doing day in, day out alongside me, this person, I'm getting honored, this person needs to get honored as well. Even if I'm not getting honored, we're doing this thing, I need you to give a award to this person because they're doing great work, right? Leadership. Right, a leader's job is not to shine alone, but it's to create more light. And that's a lot of what I've done is create more light, bring light to the people around me, right? To the great folks around me who are leading. And so we talk about, hold on one second before we get into that, let me just check. Because again, like I'm speaking, but my heart is like this. Yeah, news just fucked me up. But the role of community, we talk about leadership and future leaders, the role of community. The future of leadership is not individual, not at all. It's fucking collective, it's cooperative, all right? It's about multiple leaders. It is a shared responsibility for collaborative growth. How do we grow together? How do we grow together? Multiple leaders having a shared responsibility in collaborative growth. We don't need just one leader. No, we need more people leading. More people leading, not just one person at the front, at the top saying, come on, let's all do this. No, we need more people leading in different ways. And this connects to everything we talked about again: awareness, knowing your fucking self, regulation, being able to stay grounded, discipline, being consistent, community, building together, and purpose, moving with direction. That is leadership, right? Knowing yourself, staying grounded, being consistent, building together, and moving with direction. That is the future of leadership. So my vision, this is the kind of leadership we need moving forward, right? People who understand themselves, I just said it, people who care about others, people who build with intention, and people who lead with integrity. And this is how we change systems. This is how we build better systems, by changing how we lead, by changing how we lead. And the reality is that everybody wants better leaders. Everybody, we need better leaders. We need better leaders. You hear it all the time. You read it on social media. We need better leaders. But leadership starts with you, the individual. Leadership starts with you. You don't become a leader later. You become one now by how you live. That's how you become a leader. How you live right now. How are you living? How are you showing up in your own life for yourself and in the lives of the people around you? And so let me ask, where in your life are you being called to lead? Not perfectly, but intentionally. Where in your life are you being called to lead? Not perfectly, but intentionally. I'm being called to lead in my life. In my life, I'm being called to lead by modeling peace, by modeling health and discipline, right? My mom got some health issues, and modeling, right? Like fucking fast, eat better, right? And not just saying it, but living it and showing it every day, right? And to build systems, right? To be more disciplined, to be more economically intelligent and empowered, right? Yeah, man. And so before tomorrow, right? Lead in one area of your life, man. Could be your habits, right? Adjust your habits, your environment, right? Your relationships or your work, right? Be a leader. Lead yourself first. Show up differently. Show up differently today than you did yesterday. Show up better. Show up with more integrity. Show up with more discipline. Show up with more of a focus on lifting up people around you, right? And then the question is, what kind of leader do you want to become? For those who watch this, what kind of leader do you want to become? And then remember, leadership is not a title. It is a responsibility. Leadership is not a title at all. It's not about doctor this or PhD this or officer this or Mr. No. It's about responsibility. What responsibility are you carrying for the people around you? Your family, your children, your friends, your co-workers, your parents, your community, the neighborhood you live in, your city, your state, your country, your world. And so I'm doing my best, right, to be the best leader I possibly can. So much room for growth, but I'm doing my best to be the best leader possible, right? And the future belongs to those who can lead themselves and uplift others. That's who the future belongs to, right? But guys, listen, that's our stream. So NEPPC said, I'm calling to lead around our dear political prisoners. Yes, you are, and I appreciate you. But listen, man, I got to jump off this, right? I cannot extend this any longer. I really got to go address this family stuff. Real emergency right now. And check in tomorrow, right? Check in tomorrow. Tomorrow we are talking about tomorrow's theme is community transformation. All right, community transformation. We spoke about environment before. We spoke about a couple of other things, but tomorrow specifically we are talking about community transformation. Yeah, we got 3 more days until day 25, Tuesday, day 25, 600th episode of SR Daily, my morning show. That's going to be exciting. Day 25, we halfway there. And Yeah, I'm feeling some yeah, I got to go address this. I apologize. I would extend, talk about more things, but that's pretty much my notes. Didn't have time to go into too much tonight. But I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Any PPC, thank you so much for always being there. Let me go address this family situation, this family emergency. Peace and love.